So as some of you may know, our next trip upcoming is our 4-week tour of Scandinavia in a van. And our goal for that is we want to be hunting some northern lights. But we have come across a little bit of a problem, so we have a question for you. Now, the generalistic, where and when to find the northern lights is pretty easy information to find online. Where you find them? Between 66 and 69 degrees north, apparently. Some of those two lines on the Earth, I'll show you a picture somewhere on the screen. But basically, that's the band as where the northern lights appear. This basically covers countries like Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Canada, and the USA in, obviously, Alaska. And Greenland as well. But aside from that, and obviously when to see them, so basically it needs to be night, so don't go in the summer, because their summers up there, basically it's like 24 hours a day sometimes in like June and July. So it needs to be nighttime. It needs to be towards either the spring or the autumn equinox, which is like September, October, or sort of February, March time. Apparently that's when the solar activity is at its maximum, and since that's what causes it, that's when you need to kind of visit, and hopefully you get the best shot at seeing it. But aside from all this, the most important piece of advice that we've read is patience. Just staying out hours and hours at a time, night after night. Just keep trying to catch it, because even after you've got all of this, even if you pinpoint the exact best time to go, which by the way there isn't, but you go at the best possible time that it's possible to go, even then sometimes they don't appear. Sometimes the night's cloudy or you get lights or something. So our question for you is, how can we improve our chances of seeing them? Like, we are going to northern Scandinavia / Finnmark, so those northern places here, but where exactly in that region? That's a pretty big region. Where do we go? Which national parks? Do we be by a lake? Do we want to be near a city and have the city lights behind us? Which way do we want to be facing? Do we want to be on low ground, on high ground? Does the moon affect it? These things, like even something as specific as what kind of aperture to use on a camera, or what kind of exposure we need, or do we need to do time lapses, or should we just kind of sit and wait until they happen and then start recording it? Like, all of this stuff we need to figure out, because we really, really want to capture it, not only on camera, but we actually just want to see it as well. It won't be too detrimental if we don't see them, but that's the whole purpose of this trip, and we really want to see them. So if you have any advice, any tips, if you've been before, if a friend's been before, family's been before, and they've managed to capture it, they've been on tours or whatever, please let us know all your advice and everything down below, so that when we do go, and hopefully we do capture it, we can present it to all of you, and hopefully it will be amazing. So if you do want to see all of that upcoming, we will be doing plenty of videos on Scandinavia and chasing the northern lights. So subscribe for that, comment down below if you have any advice, and we will see you there.